The workshop was a collaboration between Adamawa State Government and Jagamato Community Development Initiative for 21 local government vice chairpersons with the theme Women Development and Democratic Governance in Adamawa State. Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa State, represented by Commissioner for Local Government Affairs, underscores the state government's unwavering commitment to promoting gender inclusion and empowering women in all spheres of life, recognizing the fact that sustainable progress demands women's voice to all decision-making tables. The governor, while acknowledging initiatives of appointing women and backing World Bank education program for women, urged the participants to reposition their roles for broader impact in delivering democratic dividends to grassroots communities.
In Adamawa State, we recognize that no society can truly progress without the full participation of women in governance, in community leadership, and in policy development. Women bring vision, empathy, and resilience to the table, qualities that are essential in solving the challenges we face at the grassroots.
The founder, Jagamato Community Development Initiatives, who is also a Federal House of Representatives member for Jada, Ganye, Mahipelo and Tongo constituency, Mohammed Ino Basi said, with women contributing substantial percentage of agricultural labor and household leadership, excluding them from governance structures will cripple development, describing the workshop as foundational for equipping women in transform their socio-economic influence into policy leadership.
This workshop, what actually motivated the conduct of this workshop is to moderate the conduct of women in public office. Moderating in the sense that, just as the opening remarks was made by the governor himself, as represented by the Honorable Commissioner, you know, when you are in public office, you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner that will reflect the office you occupy.
I've always said, go and work with your boss.
The highlight of the workshop was a keynote presentation by Professor Abdullahi Liman Tukur, former Vice Chancellor, Modibo Adamawa University, Yola, on building a democratic future, the role of women in development and governance in Adamawa State. The erudite scholar said democratic resilience in Adamawa State hinges on women's integration into local power structures, underscoring the fact that inclusive governance cannot be attained without women, and also emphasized the urgent need to dismantle social, cultural, and institutional barriers that limit women's participation in political process. Other insightful presentations include papers on public speaking skills for public officers by Professor Anjuma Gambo, managing mentor-mentee relationship by development expert Aaron Zebedi, etiquette for public office holders at local government level by Mariam Getam Basi, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Finance, Yola, amongst others.
Yeah, women in development and governance is so fundamental that it has become a global issue. Inclusiveness, participation, and for policies to be derived objectively, women must be an integral part of governance.
Mentors are always available for her. And I also emphasize in the paper, or I will emphasize, that if you know where you want to go in life, your journey is short. If you know someone who has been there, your journey becomes shorter. But if you have someone who is willing to walk with you along that path, then you're automatically there.
You are expected to support your chairman in the local government. You support them by assisting them in implementing policies and decision making.
Participants described the workshop as impactful, promising to pass the knowledge acquired to their respective local government areas.
I would like to thank the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, the fresh air governor, the governor that always has his people at heart. I also want to really thank the organizers of this workshop, that we have learned a lot. In all the workshops that we have attended, this has been the most perfect and also the most interactive section we had.
And thank His Excellency Dr. Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri for organizing this program purposely for us, the vice chairpersons.
It's a very good workshop whereby we women will come together and voice out our differences in governance.
The workshop emerging a year after landmark move by Governor Ahmadu Fintiri to resolve deputy local government positions for women signals a strategic investment in closing Nigeria's gender governance gap as a foundation for bringing a more inclusive and democratic Adamawa state.